I rise today in support of H.R. 1837, the U.S.-Israel Cooperation, Enhancement, and Regional Security Act. I thank Chairman Engel for his support of this legislation, as well as Ranking Member McCall, and I am especially grateful to my friend Congressman Joe Wilson for introducing this bill with me. I also thank the 289 bipartisan co-sponsors of this bill. Today we send a clear message that bipartisan support for the U.S.-Israel relationship, for the security and civilian cooperation between our countries, and for the ties between the American and Israeli people remains strong and unwavering. Today we vote to strengthen and enhance this relationship while also providing victims of terrorism a rightful path to justice and restoring much-needed assistance which contributes to security and saves the lives of Israelis and Palestinians. The security provision in this bill reinforces the ways in which the U.S. guarantees Israel's right and ability to defend herself against any and all threats, in turn contributing to our own national security interests in the region. By codifying the 2016 10-year Memorandum of Understanding, we advance security and stability in a volatile region. But just as our alliance with Israel is about more than just security, this bill is about more than just security as well. Our bond with Israel is rooted in our shared values. Just like this country, Israel is a vibrant democracy where political parties from right to left vigorously debate and disagree on politics and policy. This bill enhances non-security cooperation between our two nations, cooperation that has yielded impactful and tangible results around the globe in areas like energy and water, cybersecurity, health, and agriculture. It authorizes the United States and Israel to work together on humanitarian and development programs in developing countries, and it expands the work that Israel, the Palestinians, and other Arab states can do together to promote scientific and technological advancement and contribute to lasting regional stability. And finally, this legislation provides a long-awaited path to justice for victims of Palestinian terrorism. Last year, Congress passed the Anti-Terrorism Clarification Act, which was meant to do just that. Unfortunately, that legislation has not yielded the intended results and instead created unintended foreign policy consequences. As a result, the Palestinian Authority refused to accept any U.S. assistance to the West Bank and Gaza, halting humanitarian programs run by international NGOs, and even our own USAID programming could not continue. The very real impact of these cuts has been felt on the ground. I recently led a bipartisan group of members to visit a hospital in East Jerusalem that provides some of the only cancer treatments to Palestinians in the West Bank. That hospital has lost 25% of its funding. Also affected was U.S. funding for the training of Palestinian security forces. These forces cooperate with the Israeli Defense Forces to keep Israelis and Palestinians safe. This program, run by a U.S. general, saves Palestinian lives and Israeli lives, and it is currently not receiving funding. Mr. Speaker, we have a moral obligation to ensure that Americans injured or even worse, killed by terrorism have the right to seek justice in our courts. And we have a moral obligation as well to provide life-saving assistance for those in need. And while this bill represents a compromise, I believe it will achieve both of these goals. Today, we cast a vote to expand relations with one of our closest allies, a relationship that is broad and deep, that highlights the positive impact the United States and Israel can have in so many critical areas when we work together, when we harness our mutual appreciation for science and education and technology, and when we work to advance security in the region. We do all of these because we know that whatever the politics and personalities, we are stronger as a nation when we stand together with our ally Israel in support of security, peace, and democracy. I urge my colleagues to stand with me today and to support this good piece of legislation, and I yield back the balance of my time.